Good day, friends, and I welcome you back to our class. Today, we are going to discuss the cell structure of fungi. Now, we are going to look at the structure of the fungi cell and what does it look like? What are the features? What are the characteristics? First, it's important to know that the fungi cell is a eukaryotic cell. So it has all the trappings and all the structures that are expected in a eukaryotic cell. This is important to know, meaning that it's not prokaryotic in nature. Now, secondly, the cell wall of the fungi determines a lot of the structure or the morphology of the fungi. The kind of cell wall shape that the fungi has is going to determine the morphology of this fungal cell, and this is important to note. Now, the cell wall also protects the fungal cell from lysis, from desiccation, from drying out, and from even the division, indiscriminate division of the fungal cell. The cell wall protects it from this, and this is a very important function of the cell wall. Now, the cell wall is also contains a lot of antigens which acts as not only antigens, substances and molecules which act as binding sites for different enzymes. Any enzyme that wants to work on the fungi is going to need to attach to different chemicals and molecules that are present on the surface of the cell wall of the fungi. This is important to note. Now, the chemical composition of the fungi cell wall is basically or majorly made of chitin. Chitin is a material that we have that is important in fungi because it makes up most of the cell wall of most fungi. Now, this chitin has a chemical formula of C22H54N4021. So the chitin is a very important molecule and it's found on the cell wall of our fungi. Now, it's also important to note that chitin is a polymer substance, and the monomer unit for chitin is our N-glucosamine. Our N-acetylglucosamine are the monomer units that form chitin. We've discussed N-acetylglucosamine before when we were discussing about the bacterial cell wall. So this is easy or important to know. Now, it's also important to note that the fungal cell, yes, does have its nucleus, and remember it's a nucleated cell, it's an eukaryotic cell, so it has a prominent nucleus, and this nucleus is attached to its endoplasmic reticulum. So the endoplasmic reticulum is attached closely to the nucleus, and the nucleus divides by what we call intracellular mitosis. That's the way by which the nucleus of the fungi is able to divide. Now, lastly, it's important to know that reserves of energy in the fungal cell are stored in the form of glycogen. Glycogen is a form of carbohydrate, and that is the form in which energy is stored in the fungal cell. So this is just a short discourse on some of the characteristics of the cell of a fungi. Thank you for listening.